Hey Geminis, happy birthday. Finally getting to your bonus birthday reading. Oh, I was gonna say we had a visitor this morning, but I guess he's already over it. He might be back. He might be back. That noise you're hearing in the background, because I had it in another video and people are like, what's that noise? I hear the wind. It's my AC. And, I'm in a very, very hot place. So I figured it's better to have that little noise in the background instead of rodent soup on camera, okay? So Geminis, let's go ahead and get into your bonus birthday reading or readings. So for those who are new to my channel, the way this works is every zodiac season I basically do this video where I do a couple of spreads, excuse me, on top of anything else that I do in the month that I have going on. I used to do zodiac sign weekly readings. I don't do those anymore. I do check-ins from time to time, and I'll probably be doing those relatively soon because I have the time and the space and the energy to do them. But Geminis, let's go ahead and do your birthday readings. I usually do a couple. Depending on how much time we have, I might do 3. And of course, these are incredibly general because it's just messages that I'm channeling for you guys. I'm not like honing in on love or anything like that. Whatever needs to come through needs to come through. Also, keep in mind with any kind of energy work that time is not linear, and so this could be something that's already happened to you, because something that could be something you're going through right now, or something that you may be going through in the future. Whenever you come across this reading, even if it's a year from now, if it's resonating with you, it's resonating with you, and that's all that matters. All the other little guidelines for tarot, you guys should know, and if you're really new to the community, welcome. Look for the link below for how to interpret tarot readings as a viewer. That will be very informative. Okay? All right, Gemini. Let's get started on the first one. Let's go with just tarot. I've been really, honestly, this is probably one of my favorite decks, and actually, it was one of my very first decks I ever started working with, and then I destroyed it in a water accident. This is actually a replacement that a subby sent me, so thank you for, who you are, for that person that sent that to me. Anyway, I'm rambling, Gemini, because I'm really in your energy. You guys make me really talk a lot. Okay, Geminis. First reading out. I may use oracle cards for you guys today for the next spread. I might. I kind of was feeling tempted to do that, but we'll see. Messages for Geminis. Why am I having... This is weird. I just feel like I got flashed back to like 40s, the 40s, the 30s. That's weird. That was weird. That's weird. Maybe some of you guys really resonate with that era, excuse me. Maybe some of you guys really resonate with that era. Like I'm saying, like an office building, like very old school, like men at the office kind of vibe. I never watched Mad Men. I actually was forced to watch an episode for one of my classes I was taking at the time, and I was like, oh, I do not like this. I was like, well, this is kind of unpleasant to watch, but I know a lot of people like that show, so, if that's your thing, that's your thing, but it's that kind of like vibe that I'm getting, like Mad Men vibe. Well, I mean, not for nothing. I guess society, on a society level, we're breaking that shit down, right? But anyway, moving on. Any messages for Gemini, please? I think some of you guys are just really into like feeling good and looking good right now. There's something about aesthetics. I think that's why they drew my attention to that era, because, honestly, it is kind of interesting when you think about it. Like if you think back to like the 40s, 30s, 20s, like the amount of time that went into like females doing their hair, like those kind of hairstyles are not easy to do. They are not easy to do, and they pulled it off every day. Even just the way people dress, it was, depending on what socioeconomic class you're in, but for the most part, even the way people dress was a little bit more like dapper. It's dapper, right? Maybe you guys are going to a dapper party, I don't know, but something about it's more dapper, and I think you're kind of feeling that. Maybe you're feeling a little fancy, Gemini. I think you're feeling a little fancy, but there's something specifically about like 20s, 30s, 40s, that kind of like dapper regalness, like really taking care of yourself is kind of coming through. Interesting. Let's keep going. Any messages for Gemini? You're asking me if this is a past life. I don't think so. I really think it's just symbolic. I really think it's just symbolic. That's why that's coming up. I don't think it's a past life thing. But if you're like a man, like if you're a male Gemini, I think you're really feeling the suits. Like I think you're really feeling like, just feeling fancy and like what you're wearing. And Gemini, you guys actually really like fashion. I've never met a Gemini that does not like fashion. Yeah, I think you're just really in it. I think you're just really in that. Anyway. Any messages for Gemini, please? Anything that Gemini needs to be aware of? Maybe you're trying to impress somebody, Gemini. I think you're really just feeling yourself. So happy birthday to you if you're really feeling yourself like that. Any messages for Gemini, please? All right, that feels good. Any messages for Gemini? Ooh, we have 8 of Wands in reverse, Sagittarian energy. So this is actually my Mercury retrograde card, which we are. Mercury retrograde, it hasn't started yet, but we're in the pre-shadow for it. Retrograde starts on the 18th, specifically in Cancer, actually. But this is my designated Mercury retrograde card. It's miscommunication, it's delays, it's also blockages. I feel miscommunication with this. And there's a dragging energy about it. Something is like dragging on, like very much like the pace has like gone from like 5 to 2. Something's really getting dragged out because communication's getting fucked up, or communication's not on point. Yeah. 7 of Cups in reverse, Scorpionic energy. The search for clarity. The search for clarity. Oh shit! Hold on, sorry guys. Gemini, you're making me feel scattered. I swear, I always put this on Do Not Disturb. I'm sorry, guys. Good morning, by the way. It's very early over here, and I'm really feeling it. Anyway, so whatever this is, it's like, it feels like a path. It feels like a process. It's real. The pace of it has slowed down. It's really slowed down, and the communication is kind of making it slow down because communication's not on point, or it's like there's just a lack of understanding, right? Miscommunication at play. The 7 of Cups in reverse, clarity's almost here. Clarity's almost here. I'm actually hearing light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel is a lot closer than you think, and it's very achievable. This feels very minor, Gemini. Just so you guys know, this doesn't feel like a major thing going on in your life. This feels very, very minor. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy. Yeah, you're not on the same page with somebody, or whoever is involved with this with you. You guys just are not on the same page. You're not understanding each other. I think you all have you all have like a different idea of how something should go, or you have a very different perspective of the situation or even each other. And for some of you, this is definitely like a group. It's not just you and one person. Yeah, you all have a different idea of what's going on, or a different perspective, and you're all seeing each other very differently. No wonder you guys can't like get this together. But the light is at the end of the tunnel. It is. It most definitely is. I feel like some of you, it's actually 3 people specifically, including you, so like 2 other people. Again, take this as it resonates. Very general reading for a lot of people right now. Yikes. Okay. Page of Wands in reverse, and no, the whole deck is not in reverse. So stop saying that. Sorry, I just have to say it. As a tarot reader, like when you get a lot of cards reversed, like people always say that, flip the deck over. I prep my decks ahead of time, all the time. The whole deck is not in reverse, I promise you. Yeah, and it's funny because like no one says it when all the cards are upright. No one goes, flip the deck over, all the cards are upright. Like no one says that. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. You know, it's funny because I didn't mean to get all like that with you, but this energy is kind of like that. The Page of Wands in reverse is kind of like that. It can be a little sassy. It can also be very immature. It can be very immature. Yeah, I think there's like a snippetiness kind of going on with you and the people involved in this. It could just be one person that you're dealing with. Some of you, like I said, it's a group. Could even be work related. But yeah, I feel like there's almost like sassiness and snippetiness kind of going back and forth because you guys have very different perspectives of what's going on and what needs to be done. You're really just on different pages. Really different pages. Any other messages for Gemini? Any other messages for Gemini? All right, we've got 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Taurian energy. God. Ugh. Okay, Gemini, it's really not as bad as it seems. And like I said, this feels very minor in your life anyway. This doesn't feel like a big deal. It feels like it's something that's very short-lived. And like I said, doesn't impact you that much. It's almost like an annoyance that something just can't get together, that you just can't get on the same page with everyone else. There's a sense of irritation that's building, of impatience that's building, and frustration going on here with that 7 of Pentacles energy. Oh. Any other messages for Gemini, please? 2 of Cups. Cancerian energy. Okay. I like that. I feel like there's actually the light at the end of the tunnel, to be honest with you. Because I could feel it and I could see it with that 7 of Cups in reverse. And I was like, wow, we're getting more and more frustrated. We're getting more and more off track, more and more off the page with each other. And then boom, seeing eye to eye. Yeah, honestly, this feels very, very minor, Gemini. If this is like just a little annoying thing between you and someone or you and other people, like you're going to see eye to eye sooner rather than later, and you're going to be kind of surprised by that too. But before it gets here of seeing eye to eye, there's a lot of irritation and impatience and like snippetiness kind of going on here. Overall energy, we have Two of Swords in reverse, Moon and Libra energy. So I like that too because that's clarity. Two of Swords in reverse is it's not only about decisions, but it's actually taking the blinders off, taking the wall down, seeing things for what they are, and not being closed off to something anymore, being open-minded, being receptive to something now, being receptive to other people's opinions, maybe what other people think, what the other person needs, what the other person wants to say. Yeah, I think that's going to be key here. It's like just both of you or the people involved putting your egos aside, because underneath that we deal Five of Swords, Aquarian energy. Yeah, it's putting the ego aside and just being like, okay, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. We need to get it. We need to stop being snippety with each other. We just need to like understand the situation at hand. And you guys do because you let it go. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Cappy energy. Yeah, you literally just put down the ego. You just put down the shield. And you're like, all right, let's try. Let's try to see eye to eye here. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Yeah, I like it, Gemini. Let's go ahead and start clarifying a little bit. Let's look at the Eight of Wands in reverse and see what the problem was in the first place. Some of you could be a block, but I really feel like it's just the way that you guys are communicating. It's just not, there's ego wrapped up in how you guys are communicating with each other, which is why I think this is kind of getting off track here in the first place. Soil Alice in Wonderland. I haven't done that deck in a while. Talking about Eight of Wands in reverse. Talking about Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Seven of Wands. See, there's that defensive ego shield going on there. You all are... Okay, again, because some of you, this is a group, not just you and one person. But there's such a need to... I'm right. Oh, Gemini, are we going there? I'm right. Listen to me. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. Dichotomy. Guys, we're not supposed to be taking that with us. Remember? Remember that. Excuse me. We're not supposed to be taking that with us. Yeah, it's defensiveness. It's defensiveness with the ego and like trying to really be heard and like make the other people or person understand like, no, this is my perspective. This is how I feel. This is my opinion, and I'm right. Gemini. So I've got Eight of Wands in reverse. Oh, Kitty's back. Hey, Clyde. Come here. No. No. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. He's like literally about to throw all my decks on the floor. Clyde, come here. Scoot. I know you want to be up here, and I made a space for you, but then you got down. Come here. Don't drag your body. Thank you. Okay. All right. That's better. I really did make a space for him, but then he left. All right. So anyway, I'm right. So moving on. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Taurian energy with the Sun, Leo energy, and the Page of Cups. See, I like this. There is light at the end of the tunnel because at the end of the day, you guys just want to be on the same page. You guys want to get, reach your goal. You want happiness. You want peace. You want to have a good time. No matter what kind of situation this is, whether it's work, friends, romance, family, you just want things to be cool. You want things to be kosher. And they will be. It's just, I think all of you have an idea of how that needs to happen because you have a different idea of what that looks like. Time with Eight of Wands in reverse for Gemini. Time with Eight of Wands in reverse for Gemini. Yeah. Time with Eight of Wands in reverse for Gemini, please. Woo. Hold on, I dropped a card. Okay. So now we have the Moon, Piscean energy, could also be Cancerian for me as a reader, with the World, fixed energy, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, also Saturn, which rules Capricorn. And then we have, if I can pick this up, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn energy could also be earth or water. There really needs to be a change in perspective is honestly what I'm getting with this. Like these two cards alone kind of indicate that there's a need to see that a change needs to happen or a change in perspective, because like the moon is also about perception, right? It's about perception and our emotions and our intuition and our understanding or lack of understanding really needs to change. So this is going to sound repetitive because again, it's minor. It feels very minor. This is not a majorly significant thing going on in your life right now. It's just kind of an annoyance here. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles, there's almost a need to reach a Queen of Pentacles state of being with this. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is a multitasker, but is someone who's also really great at nurturing people and nurturing stability and nurturing resources. Like that's the kind of person that will take care of the home and also have a business that they're running. Male or female, doesn't matter, but that kind of energy of, okay, what does everybody need? What does everybody think? Okay, let's put this all together and just make it happen. There's a need to master that sort of energy within yourself in order to handle this. Eight of Pentacles in reverse says that that's not happening as of right now. I think once you start doing that, Gemini, or whoever this may be in the situation, because it can be vice versa, once they start doing that, that's going to really improve the situation, because it's about taking into account all perspectives, all needs, right? Instead of, I'm right. Listen to me. I'm right. Stop it. I'm right. It's more of like a motherly energy. Yeah. Let's see here. What's on the bottom? We have, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy. Like I said, this is very minor, Gemini. It's going to pass very quickly. You have mostly minor arcana. The only majors are the moon, the sun, and the world card. And you have a lot of cards here. The rest of them are minor arcana. So yeah, this is a very minor thing going on in your life. And you're going to move past it with whoever you're dealing with. So let's just move ahead to where you start seeing eye to eye. Okay? I need a steampunk for this one. Put that away. All right. Play the Two of Cups. Two of Cups for Gemini. Some of you guys, this must be the workplace because of like all that whole like Mad Men vibe they were giving me. So I have the Two of Cups. Can I have the Two of Cups for Gemini, please? Can I have the Two of Cups for Gemini, please? See here. Yeah, Six of Wands with the Five of Swords, Aquarian energy, and we have Jupiter and Leo. So like I said, there's going to be victory here. You're going to be triumphant over the ego because you guys are going to put the egos away. You're going to put the ego mind game away here. So I have the Two of Cups. So I have the Two of Cups for Gemini. It's so funny because you're all looking at each other very differently, but like the main cohesive thing that you all are thinking is like, no one's listening. Nobody's listening to me. Now we have the Sun. See, beautiful. Leo energy. This is a new beginning, second chances, heading in the right direction, light at the end of the tunnel. Again, you guys will see eye to eye, no doubt. So I have the Two of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse, and you're gonna realize, you're gonna be illuminated in what you guys weren't seeing before, and how this was getting off track in the first place. You're gonna see what you couldn't see before about the situation. Tell me about the Two of Cups for Gemini, please. Tell me about the Two of Cups for Gemini, please. For some, this is just about a boss, like learning how to be a good boss, a good manager. So now we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, Cancer. I'm actually hearing tantrum. I don't think anybody threw a tantrum because this feels very minor to me. I think it's that kind of energy of, I'm getting really frustrated. You really need to listen to me, and I'm really at my max of like dealing with you, Queen of Cups in reverse, Cancer, could also be Pisces or Scorpio. Yeah, it's almost like emotionally holding on too hard on what you want people to understand, or what you want people to hear, or how you want people to react. And I'm saying, and then this isn't just you, Gemini. I feel like everybody involved is doing this, especially if it's you and one other person. You're both doing this. It's like a mirroring effect. If it's many people involved, like a work situation, everybody's kind of doing this. You know, and that's the thing too. Like, if this is like happening in the office, sometimes I have noticed this just from my own experience. When you're working in an office, it's a learned behavior. It's a learned dynamic that you're learning from the higher ups. And like that's also why I think I'm getting that vibe of like for some, a boss just has to learn how to be a good boss or a good manager. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Tell me about the Two of Cups for Gemini, please. Interesting. Yeah, Two of Wands in reverse, Aries energy. So moving past this energy of being stuck in this cycle and in this pattern. Overall, we have Five of Wands in reverse, Leo energy. So yeah, putting down the conflict. Putting down the conflict, things are going to be fine. You guys are going to get over it. You guys are going to have victory here. You're going to see what you couldn't see before. You're going to have full understanding of the situation. And you're going to have a whole new chance to really just be on the same page with each other and have things work really well. It's really nice. And it's going to happen once the egos are put away, right? Once we're like, all right, letting go of needing to be right, letting go of the whole dichotomy of the situation of I'm right and you're wrong, letting go of the snippetiness, and really nurturing that Queen of Pentacles, managerial, motherly sort of energy, whether you're male or female, okay? All right, Gemini. So I kind of like that one. I think it ended on a good note. Like I said, Geminis, it's not just you doing that, it's everybody involved, so, you know, don't get mad at me. And I'm not here to give, you know, warm and fuzzy messages all the time. Not my job. That still happens. Like some people like still comment like, oh, another negative reading. Life isn't always positive. Anyway, I'm moving on. Why do I feel so sassy today? I feel really sassy today, Gemini. My apologies. Okay, let's move on to a new spread. Oh boy. I do kind of want to do an oracle deck. I do. I'm kind of feeling that. Let's do spirit animal. I haven't done that one in a while. All right, any messages for Gemini, please? Animals are really big right now. Spirit animals are really, really important right now. I know I've been a broken record about that, but it's important to know that. And I get new people all the time that I have to reiterate that for. Any messages for my Geminis, please? Any different messages for my Geminis or a different group of Geminis? Any messages for Geminis, please, or a different group of Geminis? That seahorse guy really wants to come out. We'll see if it actually comes out, but I can feel it. It keeps trying to pop out. Any messages for my Geminis, please? Messages for any different groups of my Geminis? Okay. Very nice. So we have the owl. You see clearly now, 43 breaking down to a 7. That's really, that's a lot of intuitive energy. It's actually my high priestess card, if you want to, you know, have an equivalent tarot definition here. But seeing the unseen, seeing what other people can't see. And Geminis, that is your norm, right? Like you guys are really good at seeing all perspectives or understanding all perspectives. It's one of the beautiful things about like Gemini in mind. The 7 to me is indicating a path though. Excuse me. Indicating being led or guiding. Some of you guys are leading. Some of you guys are leading. Some of you guys are being led. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come out. Any other messages for Gemini pertaining to this spread? Yeah, I really feel that. Some of you guys are being put in like a leadership position or a guiding position. Again, some of you are just being led spiritually, divinely, but I feel like you're leading. I feel like you're going to have to, if you're not leading right now, you're going to have to lead. And that could just be like a group of people, like it could be your own family, you know, it could be your friends, it could be work. It could be that maybe you're going to build a business because you've been divinely led to create a business. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be leading though. I'm really getting that strongly. It's almost like you're being led to lead. You're being divinely led to lead. Anyway, any other messages for my Geminis pertaining to this spread? Starfish, open to infinite possibilities. 59, that breaks down to a 5. So there is a change here. Yeah, some of you guys are like, that is the change. Is like, okay, now you're gonna have to lead, or now you're gonna have to change directions and go and be a leader or go and be a guide. It feels a lot like that here. But I like the Starfish card because it says you can do it in so many different ways. It's kind of like a 7 of Cups energy. There's a lot of options available. A lot of options available. Ooh, and now we have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. 56, break it down to an 11, a master number, and this is also about manifestation. Yeah, this is also my networking card, dealing with people or like building the connections of a business or building connections of a network, right? That is what the spider is all about. Yeah, you're being guided to build something, Gemini, or to make the connections for people, or to bring about larger groups of people by just helping them connect with each other. I definitely am getting a lot of that, and you're being led to do it. You're being led down the road to success, for sure. Any other messages for Gemini pertaining to this spread? Some of you, this might be more for people who are like newly awakening, because there's kind of like a newness to it, like I'm just opening my eyes to see what this is. I'm just like seeing the path. I'm just understanding that, oh, I'm being pointed in that direction for some reason. You know, I feel if there's something about it that feels new. Any other messages for Gemini pertaining to this spread? Got a couple more cards out here. Ooh, very nice. Koi fish spirit. There's always enough. 36, breaking down to a 9, and horse spirit, freedom is yours. Energy of 33. Some of you guys are really understanding how to break away from scarcity mindset and how to manifest abundance. Honestly, that's really what I'm getting with that. With whatever this path is that you're being shown and you're being like led to and like pointed, like Gemini, you gotta go that way. Whatever the energy, go that way, go that way, go that way. It's actually helping you to really learn that there's a lot of freedom in not trying to just work all the time. There's a lot of freedom in like not trying to chase materials or like not needing the big giant house and the big fancy car. Like there's a lot of freedom in not needing those things, because at the end of the day, we don't need those like very materialistic things. Yeah. Ooh, I like this, Gemini. Overall, we do have porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. 48. What's that break down to? A 3. A 3. So again, which is your house, right? Gemini, you are the 3rd house. That is communication, that's knowledge, that's collaboration, it's friends. And this is a new perspective. Yeah, Gemini, this feels like for those who are like newly awakening or like going through an ascension process or really coming into understanding of what's really important in life. And so with that new importance and new understanding, that is a new perspective. That's all this card is. It's just a new perspective here, okay? Some of you who are being led actually have someone in your life who's very spiritual, who's very, very awake, and they're leading you and they're actually showing you that there's another way of being. Gemini, some of you are doing this for someone else. Okay, so again, take all these as they resonate because it's just energy I'm picking up on. But there's an energy being led, shown that there's a better way of doing things, that there's a much more liberating, satisfying, full of joy sort of way of being that is not part of the old paradigm. And it's really changing someone's perspective and really seeing that things can be different and like there's a different way of doing things. For some, it's actually catalyzing somebody into waking up or having an ascension. All right, so again, take it as it resonates. And Gemini, some of you, you're just being led down this path by your guides and you're like, all right, I got it, cool. Message received, message received. I'll go chase some new options. I'll go open that door. I'll go build. I'll go network. Some of you guys is actually leading you to your true tribe for right now. And when I say true tribe, there's just a lot of, so this is a message I said in the video yesterday. So there's something they've been telling me for a while, that there's a difference between a tribe and a pack. You know, pack mentality versus like a very healthy interdependent tribe, okay? So this is leading you towards a tribe, not a pack. And for some of you, it's leading you away from a pack. Whew, I know, lots of messages going on there. But let's go and look at Spider Spirit. Let's see what this is that, you know, the networking in the building. Let's see what that's about. I'm gonna use Gilded for this one. Tell me about Spider Spirit for Gemini. A lot of 3s going on in your reading too. A lot of 3s. You've got 33. You got the 3 part of 36, you've got the 40, the 3 part of the 43, and you have 48 that breaks down to a 3. So a lot of 3s, 5s, and 4s. Tell me about Spider Spirit, please. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot of different flavors here for a lot of you guys. Some it's just about learning to manifest, learning what abundance really is. Some of you, it's just learning to get off the hamster wheel. Some of you, it's learning the new paradigm and being part of the new paradigm, integrating into the new paradigm. Some of you, it's about pulling you away from a pack and pulling you towards a tribe that will help you build and also help you expand your perspective. Tell me about Spider Spirit, please, for Gemini. Either way, Gemini, at the end of the day, this is really evolving your life for the better. Tell me about Spider Spirit, please. Tell me about Spider Spirit for Gemini, please. Okay. Page of Cups. I really like that. Some of you, this is happening in the arts. When I say arts, I mean like anything that is creative, anything where it's like you're working with your hands, you have to have creative vision, and it's like literally creating something out of nothing, right? So that could be cooking, that could be painting, that could be photography, that could be fashion. There's so many different arts out there, but I do feel a very artsy vibe about this. With the path of where you're headed, you could just be the creator archetype and you're needing to starting like to create. It could just be that. But some of you, you're literally going to start building a business that's based off of a creative art, or you're going to start developing a tribe where that's kind of the center and like what brings you guys together in the first place. Tell me about Spider Spirit, please. I'm hearing the word eager. There's an eagerness to learn. Gemini, not surprising. You guys love knowledge. You love knowledge. Tell me about Spider Spirit. Tell me more about Spider Spirit for Gemini, please. No, less cards. Ooh, Gemini. Five of Pentacles. Taurian energy with the 5 of Swords. Aquarian energy. Wow. So this is a passing energy. You're getting out of this. You're getting out of this. Yeah, like I said, a better way of beating. A beating? Whoa. What you doing, Gemini? A better way of being. Excuse me. You are really getting away from scarcity. You're getting away from dichotomy. You're getting away from lack. You're getting away from feeling dissatisfied, right? The chase. You're over the chase. You're over the chase of things that are not actually fulfilling on a soul level. You're over the chase of money. You're over, well, and when I say the chase of money, I mean like purely just to have it, just to boast it. Like, I'm chasing money because I've been told to chase money. Like, you're getting away from that mentality. We all got to live. We all got to survive. So it's like, you're still going to make money. You're just not chasing it in like the old paradigm sort of way that like that most people have been told to do, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Yeah, I really feel like you're just really getting out of anything that's made you feel less than, made you feel very dissatisfied, made you feel like a void, that there's like some void that you have to fill. You're getting away from those energies. There's something about pleasing going on here too. Some of you are being led away from a pack where there's been a lot of like needing to please them, or feeling like you've had to please them or satisfy them or live up to like some kind of homogenous standard with your pack. You're breaking away from that. And when I say homogenous standard, I mean, we all do this, so you need to do this. You know, like you're getting away from packs like that. Tell me more about Spider Spirit. Tell me more about Spider Spirit for Gemini, please. Tell me more about Spider Spirit for Gemini, please. Yeah, you're just seeing what's not working anymore. Yeah, Page of Pentacles with 3 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy. You're really seeing what's not working anymore. And like I said, it is helping you gain a new perspective. You got 2 pages here. That means you are really going on a path of like a new understanding and really going to be having new experiences and maturing in a different aspect of your life or in a different way that you haven't been allowed to mature before. But yeah, you're really just seeing what's not working and you're moving away from it. Overall, we do have strength, Leo energy. So look at you. See, you're brave. You got the courage. You're facing it. You're facing it head on, and you're just going to roll with it. Underneath that, we do have Nine of Swords in reverse. Gemini energy. You're also really quenching your fear. They want me to say quench. I don't know. I don't want me to use that word specifically, but specifically, they want me to use that word. Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. Sorry. Downloads. Give me a second. You are quenching your fear and your anxiety. And when I say quenching it, it's like, there's almost been this perpetual enabling of your anxiety, Gemini, whether you've been like aware of it or not. You're not doing that anymore. You're satisfying it. Like, you're satisfying it and you're putting it to bed, and it's gonna be asleep for a long time. You're putting it in a coma. You're putting your anxiety and fear away in a coma, and you're walking forward with a lot of confidence and a lot of courage because you understand what just doesn't work for you anymore. And you're being shown a better way of being by a person or just by spirit, okay? Quench. What? Quench, okay. I do want to look at one more here. Let's look at horse spirit. Let's look at freedom is yours. Yeah, let's look over there. Actually, yes, let's do it. I'm gonna use legacy deck, and I'm gonna do a third spread too, because these are going really fast. Tell me about horse spirit, please, for Gemini. Tell me about horse spirit, please, for Gemini. And this actually has the master number 33 on it, just so you guys know. I mean, you saw it, but just so you guys can really take that image in. I love this card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in this deck because it has like all of that white divinity sort of energy to it. Yeah, I love it. There's not too many cards that have this much like white and purple in it. Like, most of them have blues and greens and yellows. Most of them are like that. Not to mention horse as an animal, as a spirit animal, is a really awesome and powerful one. It's one that leans towards success and a regalness and strength and resilience as well. Tell me about horse spirit, please. Tell me about horse spirit for Gemini. Tell me about horse spirit for Gemini, please. Tell me about horse spirit for Gemini. By the way, all the decks I use are linked below for those who are wondering. Tell me about horse spirit for Gemini. I feel like I'm shuffling a lot for you guys today. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and then we have the Star card, Aquarian energy. You're really forging ahead. And it's like, I will keep on using the word forge with you. There's like a mastering and a forging going on with you. You are gaining maturity in a new way, or like a new aspect of yourself, because you're starting at the page here. But very quickly, you're learning and you're understanding and you're excited. You're so excited by it. Some of you have a lot of new work opportunities. Some of you, this could even indicate that you're going to be in the spotlight, like a little bit of fame going on here for some of you. But this is mastering, and forging ahead towards your destiny. Yeah, wow. Again, some of you, there is an awakening or an ascension kind of flavor going on here. For some of you, you're mastering yourself, and very quickly you're moving on to the next thing you can master. Is also what I'm getting with that. Let's see what else we got here. Tell me more about horse spirit for Gemini. Tell me more about horse spirit for Gemini, please. The World, fixed energy, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, also Saturn, Taurus, Capricorn. Oh, if that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. Yeah. Oh, Gemini, you're going to have a very, very different perspective on life. You're going to have a very different feeling, even like emotionally, of what life is for you. You're going to be really happy, honestly. Like, you're going to be very happy. You're going to feel very high vibe. Your frequency is going to raise very, very high. Your frequency is going to kind of skyrocket here, okay? Some of you guys, there also might be travel and moving involved in this as well. It might actually be necessary. Tell me about horse spirit, please. You're realizing not only how to manifest abundance, but that you really can have whatever the hell you want. We all can. it's hard to understand and see that. I mean, within reasonable parameters of, of your path. It is hard to understand that, but we really can have whatever we want. And you're learning how to manifest it. You're learning that. You're learning that. Overall, interesting. We have 4 of Cups, Cancerian energy. Ooh, quickly jumping to the 8. See, that's what I mean. There's a lot of like fast energy with you, Gemini, and you are mercurial, so you are, very fast, right? But this 4 of Cups with the 8 of Cups, I'm getting a lot of different things here. You're moving away from things that, like, again, are not satisfying you, without a doubt. Moving away from things that are not satisfying you. You want a life that's satisfying. You want a life you're excited about. You want a life where you get up and you're like, I get to do this, and I get to have this, and I get to feel this, and I get to do this. I get to experience this. That's the kind of life you're chasing, and you're going to have it because you're being shown how to have it. You're being shown how to get that for yourself, how to just embody that and live that. Some of you, it's an actual person who's already doing this, who's already very awake and very spiritual, very much ascended. And some of you are being led and shown this by the divine. Okay, so just pick whatever group you're in. Some of you Geminis are the person who's leading someone down this path and showing someone that life can be this way. Okay, there's also something about submissiveness, which is weird. It's like, why am I getting submissiveness off of this? Like, to be submissive. Gemini, and this is interesting because I don't normally feel this way about Geminis, but I have seen Geminis fall into this pattern occasionally. With that whole pleasing energy I was getting before, like when you're part of a pack and you're like, you need to be doing what we're doing to be part of this pack. You submitted to that and you're done submitting. You're done submitting. You're done. You're done submitting to your pack. Yeah. You're done submitting to your pack. You're leaving that shit behind because it's not satisfying. And yeah, you should never have to submit a part of yourself either to anybody for any reason. Wow. All right, Geminis, I like it. That was a nice one. That was kind of fun. All right, let's do one more. And then I'm going to get off and go about my work day. Okay. All right, Geminis, what deck are we gonna use? Oh, I know what deck to use next. Hold on. I want some of my green drink. Okay. All right. So, this is one I used yesterday in the random reading that my guides had me do, and I've been using this for Patreon. So for those who didn't see that video, I use the Starseed Oracle and the Angel's Ancestors deck. I basically combined it into one deck. So let's go ahead and use this. This might be a very galactic spread, or it might be a very spiritual spread, we'll see, or a very healing spread, just whatever anyone needs at this time. Any messages for my Geminis, please? Ooh. Losing cards already. Out of curiosity, of course it's the fox. You guys are totally the fox to me, Gemini. Trust your talents in changing times. I'm not keeping it, but it definitely fell out, but I'm not keeping it. Any messages for Geminis, please? Any different messages for Geminis or for a different group of my Geminis, please? Why do I feel like this is gonna be about love? I'm getting that so strongly. I mean, there's a lot of cards in here that are not about that, like romantic love, but I'm feeling romantic love here. Oh, and I feel achy. Oh, Gemini. Yeah, I'm feeling a little achy about something. Or I guess I'm tapping into you guys feeling achy, or someone around you feeling achy about a romantic situation. This is going to be interesting because this deck is very, like, etherical. very higher dimension kind of deck that I'm working with here. But that's the vibes I'm getting. That's the vibes I'm getting. Any messages for my Geminis or any different messages for my Geminis, please? I like to shuffle this one a lot because it is so big. 1 second. Okay. Almost there. Any messages for my Geminis, please? You could always skip forward till I'm done shuffling if you don't like to watch me shuffle. Any messages for my Geminis, please? All right, that feels good. We have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. I love this card. And it is the one on the cover. So again, pay really close attention to any animals that are coming up to you, spirit animals in your dreams. You're seeing, excuse me, the same animal randomly all over the place. You got the same bird coming to your door every morning. Like, pay attention to that. Yeah, I'm feeling this is actually about a romantic situation. This is interesting. I didn't expect that with this, even using this deck. I really didn't expect that. Your gut's telling you everything you need to know. Your gut, not your mind. Or maybe that's where this is a little bit of a kerfuffle, Gemini, because you guys are so cerebral. You guys rely on your mind quite a bit. Your gut is telling you what you need to know, is what they wanted me to say. So your solar plexus, come from your solar here in this situation, Gemini, and we're going to get more cards to see what's going on here. But if this is going to resonate with you, come from your solar, come from your gut. That's telling you everything you need to know. And of course, pay attention to any animal messages that you're getting, okay? Any other messages from my Geminis, please, pertaining to this spread? Yeah, I feel like the mind is like almost not your friend in this situation. And I think you could even be overthinking this, Gemini, or the other person involved. Yeah, this feels so romantic to me. Or the other person involved could be really overthinking this. Any other messages for Gemini, please? Any other messages for Gemini regarding this spread? Any other messages for Gemini regarding this spread? Can I get another card, please? Any other messages for Gemini regarding this spread? Any other messages for Gemini? Ooh, we got the Sage. Be devoted and committed. Oh. Oh, this feels so warm and fuzzy. So normally, very explicitly, this card is about being devoted to your path and your spiritual path and your higher self to really reap the benefits of any hard work that you're putting into, or really getting to where it is that your soul desires you to be, to get away from any dissatisfaction here. Now, Geminis, I gotta be honest. This is going to be for everybody, and this can be vice versa, but I'm almost getting like what it is you're seeking with this person requires commitment. It requires loyalty. It requires investment. And I don't think you've been doing that, or the other person hasn't been doing that. But to get what you want out of it, which is honestly, which really just feels like love. Like, it really just feels like that warm, fuzzy, like, hey boo, like, can we just cuddle up tonight? Like that really that's what it is, reliability. That reliability you're looking with this person, because I can feel it. There's a really strong pull and strong connection. If that's what you want and you haven't been satisfied up to this point, again, it can be vice versa. So don't shoot me. But to get that requires investment. Like, you can't just expect someone to just give that. Right? You can't have that kind of like committed reliability in romantic situations unless you invest and unless you commit to some level in that same way that you're expecting in return. That's actually what's missing. Sorry, don't shoot me. I know you guys, some of you guys did not like that. But again, it doesn't have to be you, Gemini. It could be the other person it could be the other person here, okay? Yeah, it could definitely be the other person as well, especially if you're dealing with another Gemini. But yeah, like, to get the cake, you gotta bake it. You gotta get all the ingredients. You gotta make sure you measure things right. You gotta like treat it with a little TLC, right? So if you want that level of committed reliability, you gotta give that. Wow, okay. Any other messages for Gemini, please? The drum. Oh, oh, dream and journey. Okay. I'll be honest, you guys are dreaming about each other. You guys are definitely dreaming about each other. Yeah. This feels a little counterpart-like to me. I just got the chills because like this feels really deep. Whatever this is, this feels really, really deep. And I feel like you both feel it. And even with the drum, with Dream and Journey, I feel like this has already been happening. You've already been dreaming. You've already been astraling to each other, with each other. Gemini, I think you understand what this person is supposed to be in your life. And again, it can be vice versa. Like they could understand, but just there's this lack of commitment here. Any other messages for Gemini regarding this spread? All right, that's it. So we just got the 3 cards. Let's see what's on the bottom. I love my job. We the Hathors. This is from the Starseed deck. Deep love, mother's milk, and birth as a portal. This is the overall energy. This is a very love-heavy card. I feel compelled to read this one to you guys. They're telling me to, well, I'm not feeling compelled, they're telling me to. They're telling me to read it to you. I think there might be something in there that is going to hit home with you guys very hard. So let's go ahead and read, and we'll go further in the reading. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held by her deep and never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching your every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you can have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother, flooding toward you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. So there, with these cards, for those who don't have this deck, every card has like a little piece of advice or some kind of activation or some kind of here's something to ask yourself. So I'm gonna go and read that, and this one's an activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I allow the deep love of the cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm loved, I'm held. You feel it? You feel the love? Do you? I feel it. I really feel it, channeling all of this. Yeah, so this lack of commitment, again, wanting that kind of commitment from the other person, but not giving it. Not giving it. It needs to go both ways. And there may be a fear with that. The fact that this card came out here, there may be a fear of surrendering to that and what could happen if there's a surrender. What if I do give into this connection? What if they give into this connection? Then what's going to happen? An overflow of love is going to happen. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. That's actually a very beautiful thing. Yeah, guys, this feels really good. Whoever this is for, I really hope that both parties can do this. Because like I said, I think it's just one person more so than the other, but you two could be mirroring each other and kind of resisting this. But yeah, there's a lot of love just waiting to just between the two of you. And again, there's something about the solar where it's stop coming from the mind, stop thinking. Come from your gut. Come from what your body is telling you about this person or this connection is what I keep feeling with this. So let's go ahead and break down Animal Guardian. Let's see what I got here. I'm not feeling all of my decks today. Let's go Tarot Illuminati. I have the deck link below. Again, all of these are. Tell me about Animal Guardian. Tell me about Animal Guardian. Tell me about Animal Guardian. Tell me about Animal Guardian for Gemini, please, regarding the spread. One more. Okay. Card spillage. Okay. New decks are so slippery. Okay. There we go. Two of Wands, Aries energy, with the High Priestess. Piscean energy, also Gemini for me as a reader. Yeah, this is a very spiritual connection. Very, very spiritual connection. You guys already know. You already know that. You know that. And like I said, there's a lot of like astraling, higher dimensional stuff kind of going on. There's a lot happening in the dream space, or already has happened. There's a very good understanding of what this is. There's no need to like analyze it, because you know in your being what this is. With the two wands and the High Priestess, again, there's this energy of being stuck, of like, what do I do with this? I want them to commit to me. I want them to be loyally reliable to me, to have access to the love and have access to the connection. But again, there's a need to give that to them, right? It has to go both ways. This cannot go one-sided. This cannot. It cannot. There's no way in hell it's going to be allowed to go one-sided here, okay? Yeah, there's just such a deep knowing, and it's in your gut. They're telling me it's in your gut specifically. Get out of your head, get out of your mind about this. I do also feel like there is some like unknown stuff going on though. I do feel like there's almost like holding back of information. I heard reservations. Oh, do we got some fear going on here? Is that what this is? We got some fear going on here. Tell me about Animal Guardian. Tell me more about Animal Guardian, please, for Gemini regarding this spread. Oh, there you are, Gemini. Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Gemini could also be air or fire with the Fool. Aries energy could also be Aquarius, because this is a Uranus card. Taking that chance to speak, taking that chance to pursue. Yeah, it's a chance. It's a risk. I think that there has been fear. Like with the Two of Wands energy, I think that High Priestess is also indicating that there's been underlying fear holding you or this person back, whoever is in this energy of needing to pursue and needing to invest. Okay, but that's what this is. Someone's gonna go to take a chance. That's what their instincts are telling them to do. Their instincts, their gut is telling them, go and invest, go and speak, go and pursue, go take that risk. Don't be afraid. Go. Tell me about Animal Guardian for Gemini, please. Tell me about Animal Guardian. Oh, a little bird just came up right to my door. Oh, a lizard showed up. I'm gonna stop looking over there. I don't know, looked like it was gonna get ugly. Okay, so we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo energy. Now Clyde's all like, birds, lizards, what? And with the Princess of Wands. Sorry, so distracting over here. This is equivalent to the Page of Wands in reverse. Oh, I feel like someone's really in their head. I just feel like this whole, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? This like major fear of investment and putting energy there. That's what the fear is. Like, what if I invest and it goes wrong? What if? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. There's fear and negative self-talk keeping this person from just going and speaking their truth, which is really unfortunate, because there's a really good understanding of what this is. Overall energy, we do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Taurian energy. Yeah, underneath that, we do have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, Pisces. Yeah. This person wants it. They do. They want the reciprocity. And like, I just keep feeling this one-sided energy of like someone was investing and the other person just wasn't doing it. And then it's almost like became accustomed to that, right? And like, ooh, this is what it could feel like. I want that all the time. But then they never coughed up their energy, right? Like not investing or committing from their end of things. And there is a disappointment here because there's a realization of, wow, like there could be something amazing here, but there is this energy of missing out on it, because there's, there needs to be That was Clyde trying to chase the birds and lizards. Because there needs to be a full-on commitment and investment from both parties equally. And there's one party here who's like just afraid to do it. You know, and that's the other thing too. It's like they know the kind of love that's here, but I don't think they understand what it's gonna be like if it's equal and like there's a lot of commitment from both ends. It's like that explosion and outpouring of it. I don't think they're recognizing that it's like almost gonna exponentially increase versus like I feel it and I know it and like they show it to me from time to time versus like just constant outpouring of it from both ends. All right, let's look at the sage, and then I think we're gonna wrap this up. Let me use Rider-Waite. Time with the sage for Gemini, please, regarding this spread. Time of the sage for Gemini regarding this spread. The person is also like having this issue of like investment. They're realizing how much happiness lies with this other person. And it's not like they need this person to be whole. Like we should all be whole, right? We should all be whole before we get into relationships. It's not about that. They just add so much. They add so much to this person's life. Point out the sage. Time with the sage, please. For Gemini. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, Gemini. So your major arcana card out here, like I said, there needs to be equal investment, and there's not right now. There's not. Tell me more about the sage for Gemini. Oh boy. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse, Libra energy, could also be air or water. I just heard fire. We do have a lot of fire going on right here too. Strength in reverse, Leo energy, and the Sun in reverse, Leo energy. I feel like the person who was investing, waiting for the other person to invest, no longer investing. No longer investing, really kind of just took their energy off the table, which I don't think is a bad thing. I mean, if it was one-sided, that kind of needs to happen, right? Especially with something like this. Something that feels like as spiritual as this. Emperor, Mars energy, Aries, Scorpio, also Taurus from these reader, divine masculine energy. Let's see what else wants to come out with that. I feel like that's the Prince of Swords here. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like it is. Tell me about the sage, please. Death. I love saying it like that. Death. Scorpionic energy. Tell me about the sage. Tell me about the sage, please. Four of Cups in reverse. Cancerian energy. Oh, yeah, this Emperor feels rejected. This Emperor feels really rejected, and they don't want to feel like that anymore. They don't want to feel like that anymore, and I think they're really understanding that, like, okay, if I want this person to really give to me what it is I've been loving and like really been wanting them to give to me and wanting to have access to them, if I really want that, I got to show up and I got to give. And I got to give. There's an understanding about that, but that only happens once this other energy takes their energy off the table and just, you can't have access to me. Sorry. Like, it's just, it's not going to happen. You can't invest in me equally. You can't show up. You can't commit. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. It's not fair. It's just not. And that's not how these kind of connections work. It can't be one-sided. It cannot be give, and I'm not giving you anything. It can't be that. Even if they give you breadcrumbs, which I think there was a little bit of that going on here, like they were breadcrumbing. This Emperor was breadcrumbing a little bit. But they're coming into this understanding of that and that they got to change the situation. And if they want to change it, it's got to be up to them. Over energy with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo could also be earth or fire. Like I said, they weren't really budging. They weren't really giving their energy in the same way as the other energy was. With the King of Wands, Leo energy. Could also be air or could also be fire, air. Excuse me, getting very distracted here. They totally can. They're totally capable. I mean, God, they're an emperor and a king. They are completely capable of doing it. It's not like they lack the energy. It's not like they lack the capability of understanding. That the king and the emperor, it's like it does. You don't really get higher up than that, right? As far as understanding and as far as life experience and energy, especially when they're both upright. Very, very capable of doing this. Very capable of taking that chance and going to speak. They really just got to go, they really got to go through this understanding, and for some of them it might take longer than others, right? But with that death card with the 4 of Cups in reverse, that's what that is. They're needing to come to the understanding of, damn, I feel rejected. Oh, well, I kind of deserve it. Oh, if I really want this to go the way that I want it to go, I need to invest. So that means I need to transform. I need to go through my own little realization myself. The death card can also be realizations. It is about understanding as well, because you're coming into a new way of being, even if it is just in a perspective. Wow. Okay. Ooh, Geminis. This was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed these spreads. I hope that you gained some insights from them as well. Don't forget to check out Vimeo and Patreon. And I really hope you guys have a really great birthday, or had a really great birthday despite everything that's going on in the world. And any other information you are curious about, like websites, Instagram, all that stuff is linked below for your convenience. And I will see you guys later, okay? Have a really great birthday and a really great night. Namaste.